Are you a fan of middling to average to crappy Pokemon battles? Are you the sort of person who in your YouTube watching career goes out and seeks the height of mediocrity? Because if you are, ladies and gentlemen, then let me welcome you to the damn right place. I'm NBZ, this is my channel, this is a Pokemon battle of an average to middling to crappy variety. So let's just talk about it, shall we? I don't know, I had a stream and I was like, let's just use some Pokemon. That's what I used to do in the day, you know, in 4th gen I could just grab 6 things and go. Unfortunately, not really the case this generation. And you may see that that will cause some problems. So, I lead with a Starmie against a Venusaur, I think. I'd give it a Psy Shock, that'd do a bit of damage, but he has a T-Tart and he makes the correct play by going to take the obvious Psychic move. Which leaves me in a sticky situation, because I could stay in, right? I could stay in and go for the Hydro Pump, that probably would do hardly anything, because this T-Tar is incredibly specially defensive, or I could switch out, maybe come back in later for some recovery or sweeping, and hope he doesn't pursue, but he does. He does pursue, so I was screwed anyway, and I go into Machamp. Now, Machamp, he's a fine fellow, and he is very threatening, and I actually decided to give this one a Scarf, just for the damn hell of it, and I don't know, it worked out alright, it seemed to be pretty interesting, but I do manage to make a play of my own. Look, I'm not just going to sit back here and take no nonsense. I'm going to go for what I want. I'm going to go for the Ice Punch, and does a goddamn great chunk to Venusaur. Only issue is because I'm locked into Ice Punch, I have to go for it again if I want to do any significant damage. And the problem is Venusaur, when it goes Mega, gets the Thick Fat, which means that it just takes that like a monster, added with its, ridiculous defenses as it is, just becomes stupid. Comes straight up dumb. The nice thing, however, is that because of his T-Tar, his Synthesis is not going to bring him up to a relatively good amount of HP. So definitely revengeable later on. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep smacking Ice Punches out here. Really would have been nice if I hadn't been constrained by the Scarf, because then I could have predicted the switch on for Dynamic Punch. Dynamic Punch, I think, would have taken Venusaur out from that range anyway, because it's just so damn powerful. But I'm going to go. I'm going to leave this place, and I make the dumbest play in history of Pokemon. I bring Keldeo into a thing that's clearly going to vault. I don't. Sometimes, guys, I sit back and I look at my past self and I think, what a dumbass. Why would you do that? Where in history is there precedent set for any of these things to happen? The answer is zero. It doesn't exist. There is nothing there in the annals and so forth. And so, yeah, I lose my, really useful thing that's a Keldeo to a Rotom that Volt Switched into another thing, which is actually a Scarf Magnezone that outsped me in Volt Switched. So screw that, I'm not a big fan, but whatever. I'm bringing Noivern. Noivern's a fun fella. He can drop some Dracos here and there. I kind of wanted to keep him around for a while, because he's very quick, he outspeeds a lot of his team, and he has, a good variety of moves to hit Pokemon with. So that was kind of the aim going into it, thinking, I should keep Noivern around, he's pretty useful. But this T-Tar, man, I know it's going to just ruin my life, so I'm not going to switch out. It probably would be a smart thing to do, although maybe it wouldn't, because he's probably going to get up Stealth Rocks, and so when I come back in later, I'm going to take loads of damage plus Sandstorm anyway. So I stay in. Look, I'm going to stay in Focus Blast. Life Orb is kicking away at me. He does go for the Stealth Rocks. So I'm like, okay, fine. That gives me another chance here. Focus Blast did absolutely nothing. This T-Tar is literally a god. Its special defense makes me want to cry, and I need to just keep wailing on it. I keep wailing on it. Hopefully I don't miss, and I'm not missing. 2 Focus Blasts. 1 for 1, 2 for 2. We're here, and we're sitting, and we're going for the King Maker play, but I can't do it with Noivern, because he's going to die this day, unfortunately. But he's at a really low amount. The amount to which I can think my favourite Indian YouTuber, Bonjo. If you haven't watched Bonjo, he hasn't uploaded in like 3 years, but he was my favourite Indian YouTuber. He had the best accent I've ever heard. But Bonjo comes in, and Bonjo is here, and he's going to try and go for the Thunderbolt, I hope. He's going to try. Get the Intimidate off was alright. That makes me to live a hit if he does live. And for... real! Are you a real thing? Are you... Tyranitar, do you exist on this plane of reality? Because that's not fair. That's literally just not fair. The fact that I am a Mega, I have a Stab Thunderbolt, I have like a full special attack investment, and does that? It doesn't even kill. It's a crime. It is a crime against Pokemanity. If you want to coin a... Look, fuck it, I'm coining phrases. I can do that if I want. I have authorial power over this creative work because I am the copyright holder of my own voice. You can't strike me for that, YouTube. Get out of here. In comes Inferno. Now we're back into like Diamond Pearl territory. I have a Machamp, a Starmie, and a Heatran left. This is literally like endgame DP. This is like total legit OU tier going on here. Get off the Dynamic Punch. It doesn't kill the Infernape, and he isn't going to stay in to take another hit. So I'm like, alright, fine. I'll just keep Dynamic Punching. I'll kill your Mega Venusaur. That ain't a problem to me. Just don't bring Infernape back in and murder the rest of my team, because it's kind of a little bit on the edge right now. My Starmie's almost dead. I have a Heatran and a Machamp. So it's not looking good. Look, it's not looking good. But there is a potential that we could win this, and the potential that I'm kind of going with is hoping that he's not going to think I have a priority move on my Machamp. I'm hoping he's just going to straight up go for the standard close combo or fire punch on my Machamp, thinking, that's a Machamp, I'll be faster than it, I'll kill it anyway. So I sacrifice Starmie, then we bring a Machamp, and I'll be like, okay, if I get off a bullet punch and I kill the Infernape, then I can switch to Heatran and maybe get the Scarf Machamp to do some stuff, and I hope that this will work, and my psychological mind game's going to fool him. I clearly need to go back and study some more psychology, because it's not working. Didn't work whatsoever. He just went for Mach Punch, which, you know, that's the smart thing to do. When you're in that situation, you want to guarantee 100%, no doubt in your mind that you will win the game, and that is what he did, ladies and gentlemen. So he did it. I'm going to go back to Heatran. Heatran, he's cool. He's Japanese, apparently, because he's turning Japanese. I think he's turning Japanese. I really think so. He's turning Japanese. I think he's turning Japanese. I really think so. Alright, that's a Pokemon video. If this was your first time watching me, a video of me on YouTube, then hi, I'm NBZ. I do this sometimes whenever I feel like it. And as you can probably tell, I'm clearly insane. I'm also not very good anymore, so that's a nice thing. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of my insanity level. Number 2 comment you should leave is how many times you've lost a Pokemon battle in your life. Number 3 comment you should leave is why Tyranitar is an annoying prick. Number 4, you should talk to me about how your day was. And number 5 comment you should leave is the worst play that you've ever been to. The worst theatrical performance that you've ever watched. Give me those 5 comments down in the comment section. And also click the like button, because God only knows I don't get enough of them. So I need, you know, you're giving them to other people. You're giving them to like fucking Smosh and fucking Nigga Higga. You're giving them to, you know, all these YouTubers, the PewDiePies. Give me some of those likes, man. I'm a struggling artist out here. I'm creatively bankrupt. I need something to motivate me to continue on this path that I have travelled for a few years and may continue to do so. Alright, that's it. I'm done. I'll see you next time, I guess. Goodbye.